Hey guys, I'm Midnight Siren, and today I'm going to be going off the track on the theory videos that I normally do. Usually they are deeply rooted in mystery and controversy, but today I'm going to do something way different. An upbeat and debatable theory of which Vault Hunter in the Borderlands universe is the most badass. Though I do have favorite characters, I'm going to do my best at putting all bias aside and organizing the characters in order of least badass to most badass. What is my definition of badass, you may ask? Well, I'm going to be taking a page from the book of Borderlands and determine their badass ranking using a few statistics. I will be using cues from in-game dialogue to back up some of my decisions. The first and most important factor is how powerful they are. Simply put, who would beat who in a fight. This will be the defining factor for the top spots on the list. Second, I'll be looking at the uniqueness, effectiveness, and sheer awesomeness of the character's action skill. Lastly, I will be looking at personality, background, and appearance for those characters that are just too close to determine. Before I calculate the ultimate single badass, I'm going to order which group of Vault Hunters is the most badass. The groups we are dealing with are the Borderlands 1 group consisting of Roland, Lilith, Mordecai, and Brick. The Borderlands 2 group of Axton, Maya, Zero, and Salvador, along with the two DLC characters Gage and Krieg. And finally, the pre-sequel group of Athena, Wilhelm, Nisha, Claptrap, and the DLC character of Jack. The only way I will be determining which group is the badassest is by dialogue and in-game happenings in the three games. However, the rankings in the groups will not affect most of the individual rankings. First off, in Borderlands 2, it is quoted that the first group was almost decimated by Wilhelm of the pre-sequel group. However, the second group kills Wilhelm without a problem. Nisha of the pre-sequel group is known to have captured Brick of the first group, yet she was also killed by the second group. In the pre-sequel, Athena is reported as almost killing both Brick and Mordecai while they were trying to capture her. They got her, but it took them both. However, she is also saved by the first group in the first game. Because of this proof, I'm going to put the first group as the least badass in terms of strength, since the pre-sequel group has been known to trump over them. The pre-sequel group will be second, and the second group will be king at first because of their overwhelming skill at killing half of the pre-sequel group and their leader. Now for the individual rankings of badassitude. At rank 15, the lowest rank of badassness, I place Roland the Commando. I'm not sure what most people's opinions on Roland is, but mine is pretty low. So I may just have a bias against him, but I cannot help it. I do not feel like he deserves any higher of a place, and I do not believe anyone else deserves to be at the bottom. Roland has never proved himself any better combatant than any of the other Vault Hunters. Though he is essentially the leader of the first group, his leadership skills are all he has going for him. Kill skill wise, he is nothing special, being just like Axton's, but not as useful. However, the defining factor of his lowness is the fact that he has the personality of a peeled potato. He expresses no emotion whatsoever and is absolutely dreadful to have to listen to. At rank 14, I place Brick the Berserker. Though Brick is undeniably the physically strongest character in the game, he has been beaten by Nisha and was almost beaten by Athena had it not been for the fact that Mordecai was there too. Though his kill skill in the first game is strong and unique, it is not over spectacular. He does, however, have a winning personality and is incredibly funny, matched with his awesomely huge appearance. At rank 13, I place Salvador, the Gunzerker. Though he is a member of the second group and his kill skill of dual-wielding weapons is powerful, it is again not that impressive compared to some of the other Vault Hunters. He has a unique appearance, being shorter than any other character in the game, but has a strange hyper personality. At rank 12, we have Nisha the Lawbringer. As a member of the pre-sequel group, she managed to overpower Brick before the events of Borderlands 2. However, she is still the least impressive of the pre-sequel group in terms of combat. Though her skill is increasingly unique and rather useful, it is not as strong as her pre-sequel companions. Personality-wise, she is one of the funnier members of the group, and one of the most unique characters in general, as well as one with a more darker background. Coming in at rank 11 is Zero, the Assassin. He is a member of the strongest group, but combat-wise he is unremarkable though strong. His cloak power was used by Lilith before, and his decoy power has been used in a way by Jack since. He's a sniper like his predecessor Mordecai, and uses a sword like Athena in the pre-sequel. Zero, character-wise, is unique and very controversial. He expresses his thoughts in the form of a haiku and shows his emotions with emoticons displayed as a hollow projection from his helmet. At rank 10, we have the DLC character for the pre-sequel, Jack. He is a weaker and more mysterious character of the group. His kill skill of deploying and attacking holograms is rather unique and useful. He, of course, has all the mannerisms of the real handsome Jack, making him one of the more interesting characters. For rank 9, we have Axton the Commando. Originally, Axton was a lot lower, mainly because of his copycat turret of Roland's. However, Axton is one of the strongest of the second group combat-wise, and his turret is one of the most helpful skills, especially for a multiplayer standpoint, often being the saving grace during sticky situations. In addition, he has a humorous and relaxed personality, not to mention he is the only official bisexual character. He also has the most outstanding background of the second group, and he is also one of the more attractive men in the game from a woman's standpoint. And at smack dab in the middle, we have Claptrap. I put him here for one reason and one reason only, his kill skill. Claptrap's skill is somewhat random, and though he duplicates the skills of the other Vault Hunters, the skill doesn't always produce a helpful result. Sometimes the skill is badass and destructive, and sometimes it's a pain in the ass, and is more harmful than helpful. Because of this strange contrast, he is placed in the middle of the scale. Just like his kill skill, his personality is both annoying and entertaining, and though is mostly loved by the community, he is hated by the in-game characters. No one but him could be in the middle. Taking spot 7, we have the Borderlands DLC character Gage, the Necromancer. The main reason I chose her was simply her kill skill. Death Trap is unique and powerful. For Gage, he is a lifesaver considering that sometimes he can cause her to gain a second wind after an end cap. He draws fire and deals massive damage. Gage is also unique within herself. She is the youngest Vault Hunter at only 18. She is funny, upbeat, and a tad bit crazy. Who doesn't love crazy? Spot 6 belongs to Mordecai. He gains the spot for one main reason: Bloodwing. Mordecai's birdie companion is one of the most unique kill skills of the game and is quite strong, not to mention the amount of personality she adds to him in the later games. Mordecai himself is a precise and amazing sniper with one of the most outstanding personalities and appearances of the game. He builds up one of the better backstories between Borderlands 1 and 2, and is always an impressive character. Remember, he shoots better when he's drunk. At 5, we have Athena the Gladiator. She has proven herself capable by holding off both Brick and Mordecai before the events of the opening of the pre-sequel. She has hands down probably the most useful kill skill of the pre-sequel with her shield. She is very resilient because of this, making her one of the easiest characters to play as alone and one of the last to fall in battle. Though her appearance is unique, personality-wise she's a little too mission-oriented, but that does not take away at all from her badassitude. At number 4, we have Wilhelm. As I've stated before, it is said in the game that Wilhelm almost killed the original Vault Hunters, and is one of the main driving forces behind the fall of New Haven. I give him this place with his Borderlands 2 incarnation in mind. You know, the one where he's half robot? As a boss, he is extremely difficult, and an impressive opponent. As a playable character, he is strong. His kill skill is a little reminiscent of the commando turrets, but useful. Personality-wise, he kind of scares me, but I assure you he did not bully me into putting this so high. I know, that was bad. Anyway, at place 3, we have Maya, the Siren. As a Siren, there is no doubt that Maya is undoubtedly powerful. She probably has the most useful and strongest kill skill of the second group, especially if upgraded right. It can be used to pull enemies from combat or revive teammates from in-cap. Of course, with the introduction of Iridium, she has a great potential to become even stronger and more powerful. Taking the silver medal is Krieg the Psycho. Krieg has everything going for him. For one, he is probably the most unique character. There is no one else like him in the game, and there may never be. He is literally the strongest of the second group with the craziest and most useful skills. His appearance is intimidating and iconic, and his personality is unstable yet balanced. His story is interesting yet mysterious. He's a tanking character, and he literally murders everybody that challenges him. At number 1, we do have the undeniably most powerful character in the series, Lilith. I don't know if I need to say anything more than Lilith moved a whole freaking city with her powers. With her powers. A city! I literally do not need to say anything other than that. So that is my rankings for the most badass Vault Hunter. I tried my best to be unbiased, however, I'll say that it is still debatable, especially with the lower ranking characters. Of course, this is just a theory, nothing is set in stone. So tell me, who do you think is the badassest Vault Hunter in the Borderlands series? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I'm Midnight Siren, and I will see you next time.